I love going to the ballpark, stuffing my face, drinking some beers, watching guys more athletic than me. But ever since I had my own little Babe Ruth, I can't go out, so I bring the game night home. Today I'm making a Chicago-style sausage roll and following it up with a meaty, crispy turkey drum and a classic buffalo sauce. My friends love this dish. So we start our Chicago-style sausage rolls with, of course, a good quality sausage. So I've got a mild fennel spice sausage here where I've taken the casing out, and what I'm doing here is making a filling that I'm going to put into a pizza dough. You could use a spicy sausage if you prefer, but I like to control my spice and my heat. And each guest at my game night can accommodate themselves by dunking it in hot sauce or getting the spice level that they like. So I get my sausage into the food processor to start my mix. And like I said, I've got these beautiful white onions, just half an onion. Nothing says ballpark treat like onion and mustard. A couple cloves of garlic in there. I've got these little pickles here, just about 4 that I halved. Pepperoncini, little peppers. Again, if you like heat, use a bird's eye chili, a spicier chili. But for me, I like these mild peppers just for the flavor. I get those in there, and we're gonna season. A little bit of celery salt. Always some salt and pepper. And a little bit of tomato paste to bring it all together. Again, I'm not going with ketchup in this recipe, all mustard. Ketchup is for children and French fries. Yeah, I don't put ketchup on my hot dog. That's why we're doing Chicago style. Some mustard, some onions, maybe hot peppers if you're into that kind of thing. But if you see a grown adult put ketchup on a hot dog, you say, well, what's wrong with you? And I'm gonna bind this slightly with a little bit of breadcrumb, just 1/3 of a cup of breadcrumb into the mix, and 1 egg to bring it together. Now the key here is when we pulse, I'm not making a sausage puree. I still want some texture. I want us to taste the meat and the ingredients, but I still want it smooth enough so I can roll it into my pizza dough. Oh, that's perfect. Now I've got my mix perfectly done in my food processor, and I'm ready to put it into my pizza dough. Now, this is half of a standard ball of pizza dough, which is about 400 grams that you'd see in a grocery store. I rolled it out to the point where it's about 24 inches by 4 inches, okay? And this will give me about 4 sausage rolls. And I take my mix and put it in a neat line on the bottom of my rolled out pizza dough. This mix will make 2 of these. Our grade 8 trip was to Chicago, and we were all excited to go to Wrigley Field, but the Cubs weren't in town that weekend, so we went to Comiskey Park instead, which is a far less impressive field. But I saw Albert Bell hit a grand slam, and then we went to medieval times. So we get it in a nice kind of log on the bottom here. And then the best glue is simply water. Water and flour makes an amazing glue, and it will seal our pizza dough so that the filling doesn't escape, and actually it creates a little bit of steam, helping cook the sausage. And then we'll simply roll the pizza dough over like this. See that excess flour? It's gonna seal with the water. 1 roll like this, and then close the seal like that. That way it won't burst out. And if I want to chop this into 4 even pieces, the best way to do that is simply eyeball half, and then another half here, and another half here. I can also clean up the end here. 4 evenly shaped Chicago-style sausage rolls, and we put them on a sheet tray here, just like this. I know the guys will appreciate this effort. And a little bit of egg wash will give me that golden brown color in an oven. You see the hot dogs again in Texas? You ever seen those? They're literally 2 feet long. But we're not in Texas. Here in Toronto, you get the outside stadium hot dog, $3, like that. They toast up the bun. But the inside stadium hot dog is that, you know, the little dinky one. You know the dinky one? The boiled little rookie move. And then a play on a standard hot dog bun, we need a little bit of poppy seed. Just on top. The egg wash will allow it to stick. Just like that. 425 degrees, 20 to 25 minutes until these are golden brown and cooked through. Yeah, you go out less when you have a baby. I mean, in the summer, before it was a game a week, at least. But now you've got to stay at home turf, you've got to help with diapers and what. So I got to invite my friends over for game night. And if I'm asking them to forgo the ballpark experience, I've got to make sure, I provide them with something worthwhile. So we're putting twists on game night classics. While my sausage rolls are in the oven, I'm gonna get started on another game night classic in my house, these majestic drums that are so much fun. Now, I'm using Butterball Easy Fresh turkey drums. You find these in your fresh meat department, any grocery store, and look how big and kind of playful they are. I love this recipe. So any breading station starts with your meat into some flour. An even layer of flour allows the egg to stick. And we knock off the excess, next step into the egg. And I'm using a panko breadcrumb, a coarse, crunchy breadcrumb that really gives me that texture that I'm looking for without frying. Right into that breadcrumb. And you toss it around and onto a baking sheet, just like that. Knock off the excess, onto the sheet tray, 425 degrees, 30 to 35 minutes. These recipes are cool too because they're the same oven, the same temperature, so I put everything in at the same time. I could feed a crowd, do them the day before even, all at the same time. And look at these sausage rolls. They're beautifully browned. The sausage meat is oozing out. All you gotta do is dunk that in ballpark mustard and you've got a Chicago-style sausage roll. Now, the turkey drums, the panko breadcrumb has browned and given me this beautiful texture. The turkey's cooked through, these are incredible. And now time to get them saucy. So I'm gonna put, you can hear the crispiness. I'm gonna put the drums into a bowl so that I can toss and turn them in a classic buffalo sauce. And a buffalo sauce is so simple. It's just a little bit of melted butter, your favorite hot sauce, all together. That's why it tastes so good, by the way. A little bit of salt, and a little bit of pepper. And you just want to emulsify that together, bring it together. I don't want to see the specks of butter. I want it to be a nice uniform, beautiful pale red, hot buffalo sauce. Get the edge. Exactly. And now the fun part. We slowly drizzle this hot buffalo sauce on the crispy turkey drums and they're ready to coat. Mouth-watering. How could you not want to eat this? Game night food is allowed to be messy or allowed to get, you got to wear your team shirt so you can get the sauce on the shirt and everything. You can't wipe on the couch, but on your own dirty used game shirt. These are perfect. They're coated, they're crispy, and ready to be plated. Right onto the platter. Look at the color. Sauce is going everywhere. Blue cheese dressing, which is a classic game day flavor, right on top. Of course, you need a little bit of carrot and celery that I've chopped right on top, and look at that. These crispy buffalo turkey drums and these sausage rolls that have taken the idea of a Chicago hot dog and just elevated it to a new level. And you know what? I might not be able to go to the ballpark anymore, but game night's better at home.
And that's the ball game, a quick and easy play by Masood, and the fans are reading it up.